Welcome to Maths with Market. Today I'm gonna solve a really nice math problem, so let's talk about this. If we have tangent x to the power of cotangent x and cotangent x to the power of tangent x, we want to say which is larger. So let's solve it. For the first step, I want to call A as cotangent x to the power of tangent x and B equal tangent x to the power of cotangent x. But before I solve, you know that x is bigger than 0 and less than pi divided by 4. That's very important. So let me continue. In this case, I want to imagine, just imagine, I can't prove, just imagine that A is bigger than B. Okay, and I want to prove, but for example, you know that of course they are not equal together. And for example, if you want to solve this question, you can imagine B is larger than A and try to solve that, and if you continue your solution, you see that's correct or not. But for example, I want to imagine that A is bigger than B, so now I wanna prove it if I can. If I couldn't prove it and I reach some wrong equation, I can understand B was equal bigger than A. So with this non-equation, let's continue. For we have tangent x to the power of tangent x is bigger than tangent x to the power of cotangent x. You know that the tangent x times cotangent x is equal 1. So in this case, I want to use tangent x as a u, and so cotangent x will be equal 1 divided by u. Let me scroll down and continue. On the left side, we can write 1 divided by u to the power of u is larger than. On the right side, you can write u to the power of 1 divided by u. Yes, that's it. Let me write it better. On the left side, you can write 1 divided by u to the power of u is larger than. On the right side, you can write u to the power of 1 divided by u. So it means I can multiply this non-equation by u to the power of u. And so 1 is larger than u to the power of 1 divided by u times u to the power of u. But how can I do this? How can I understand u to the power of u is positive numbers? Because x was bigger than 0 and less than pi divided by 4. And so u was equal tangent x, and tangent x to the power of tangent x, that's equal positive. So I can write 1 is larger than u to the power of 1 divided by u times u to the power of u. And you know that's equal u to the power of 1 divided by u plus u. And write it better, that's equal u to the power of u squared plus 1 divided by u. So let me scroll down and say another sentence for you. We reach 1 is larger than u to the power of u squared plus 1 divided by u. You know that. Let me write it for you. If you don't know, you can understand. 1 plus tangent squared, that's equal 1 divided by cosine x squared. That's very easy to prove. And what was u? U was equal tangent x. So if I use again, instead of u, I use tangent x, what will happen? 1 is larger than tangent x to the power of 1 plus tangent x squared, and I told you that's equal 1 divided by cosine x squared. But don't forget to use tangent x because we have u here. 1 plus u squared, 1 plus tangent x squared, that's equal 1 divided by cosine x squared. And on the denominator you had a 1 tangent x, so you have to multiply by cosine x squared. So here we go. That's very easy to continue. If you look at this non-equation, of course, I want to use a tangent x times cosine x power, so it means, let me write, it means that 1 to the power of this one, tangent x to the power of cosine x squared, that's equal 1, is larger than tangent x. And of course that's correct. Why? And it means, let me scroll up to say why that I imagine was correct. Yes, here I imagine that A is larger, A is larger than B, and on the end of my solution, scroll down, go down. Yes, here we reach. And the end of my solution, I reach to a correct equation. So it means that A is bigger than B. And for someone says that why is correct? Because if you graph tangent x, that's half pi. I just graph it between 0 and half pi and nothing more, but the question was pi divided by 4, and of course it goes like this, and you know that the tangent of pi divided by 4, that's equal positive 1. But for example, if it wants to goes up, of course you can, let me write it for you, it goes up like this, and that's a periodic function. So let me write a result. It means when x is bigger than 0 and less than pi divided by 4, that means the cotangent x to the power of tangent x is larger than tangent x to the power of cotangent x. That was a really nice question. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to like the video, and thanks for watching.